Hey, what are you doing to my glass? Just had polished.
Aw, he has to clean it off.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I wasn't looking. So, yeah. You gotta make sure that this PS5 is in pristine condition. And for that, so ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to roll on some deodorant as we go to the memory meadow.
It seems so.
Honest,
Well, that's what.
Like
Again, it
looks
looks like a freaking deodorant stick.
kind of, yeah.
Can I just say
Oh.
how fitting?
Yes.
Can I just say how fitting it is that's the PlayStation 1 era that's the memory unit?
Yeah.
Ah, memories.
Because yep, this will hopefully be where we find the last artifact, which will be the PlayStation 1 itself, to where it all began.
Is it just me, or am I getting some slight Hero Child Garden vibes with this stage?
Aww.
I can get it. Oh, look at
the guy stuck right
a little robot cat.
Oh.
I'm
Also,
afraid
there's
she's-
a Robo Squirrel.
Yeah. See
But
it?
yeah, I was gonna say that, and also, especially with the name of this place, which is Gusty Gateway, I thought Gusty Gardens.
I mean, yeah, no, I can definitely
Yeah.
see that as well.
Hello, Balloon Man.
Hello.
Goodbye,
I will
Balloon.
come for you later. I will return for you later. Oh, Flower!
Oh, there's Flower. Oh, look at the pretty petals flying away.
what's-
That was the
What?
game that Journey. That was the game that the people who made Journey made before.
Oh, okay.
It's a cute little game.
Which reminds me, I know that they still have that other that spiritual successor to Journey called Sky. I think Sky, which
It's
is
like Cloud or Sky. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The
yeah,
kids,
no,
the two kids.
It should be getting its Switch port at some point or another. But
Awesome.
it is amusing to remember that that's still a thing.
Hey, there you go.
Gotta be careful of these clouds.
Again, I
not
just see those
falling
wires and I
down.
immediately think, oh god, is my freaking folks gonna trip on that thing while they're in my room?
Oh,
Or
that
maybe I'll
cloud
trip on that
man.
thing myself.
Oh, those guys.
Freaking clouds from Not Mario.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ah. Oh,
There's
Hang
something
on,
on
that
there's
looks-
another
that
kid.
looks
You want
really
to
up
just
ahead.
fine.
You mean, never mind.
Look,
There.
James.
Oh shit! Ape Escape,
There
save
it
me!
is.
Please come back. I miss you.
It'd be nice if you
Get
came
out there.
back. You know, I'm kind of surprised they didn't go the 9 yards and make him, like the guy with the net, have like a spike haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, or have this guy not just wearing the Peepo siren, but also having a little monkey hat, monkey ears or something.
Yeah, give him a freaking Peepo mask.
But yeah, Ape Escape, maybe one day. Especially with having, they could do a current gen Ape Escape would look so.
Yeah,
cool.
like,
It does.
honestly-
It pains me so hard that series kind of just fell off the face of the. Hey, what's this?
Hang on,
There's
oh, these guys
medieval.
are-
Aww.
medieval.
Oh boy.
Ow!
Look at him
Watch
go.
where you thrust that thing, Mr. Fortescue, sir.
Yeah.
What are you
Hit him
doing?
back
You
and
can't
let's
go
see.
into battle without a magic sword, Dan.
There's some people that say it's better to have a magic sword than a magic shield. I say to them that it is rubbish.
Good times, man.
Always
That
goes
was a
back
fun
to that.
commentary.
You know, now that I
I-
stop to think about it, imagine being able to play that game on a PS5 now.
Yeah, I feel like
I mean,
I
you
feel like it
can.
probably would help with like the performance issues that I hear it sort of has.
That is true. That's right. With all the with how it kind of slowed down, and not slow down, but you know how it kind of like
Stuttered.
lag. Yeah, stutter a bit. Maybe that would help. But
And
that
also
is-
the fact that since you're working with a solid state drive now, like loading times are going to be quite a bit faster.
Yeah.
right. That I will admit that is why I am going to replay. Oh, the PlayStation. One.
Oh, that glorious, glorious Super Nintendo knockoff.
You can handle this.
No analog stick at the time.
Yeah, and again, it still pains me to tears that was the controller that they used for the classic.
I
Yeah.
know.
It's like I mean, I totally understand wanting to do it for nostalgic purposes. That's fair and all, but you know damn well that people really wanted you to just use the DualShock, so we could also have it use that as an excuse to bring Ape Escape into the mix.
Maybe that's why. You know what? Maybe that's why they didn't do it. Like they were thinking of putting Ape Escape there originally, but then once they realized they didn't want to do the sticks, it's like, yeah, you know what? Who needs Ape Escape? What
The
is
heck
this?
is
It's Death Stranding. That's
Oh.
supposed to be. That's
Not the
supposed to-
baby,
That's a
he has
big
to,
baby.
Oh yeah, there is a little baby in his little
the little
chest cavity.
robot in there.
They got a little bit. Yeah, that's Death Stranding. He has to do his best.
I'm really surprised that they actually even referenced the uterus.
By the way, how's your search for Princess Beach going?
God, I hated that reference, but it was funny that they did it. The fact that you get to hear in a freaking.
Oh,
I
what's
feel
this?
like we'll get to that in a second. But the fact that you have freaking.
It's an envelope.
Wait a
What is that
second.
guy's name? Hang on.
Show the full thing and we'll see.
No, I'm googling the I'm googling the guy's actor. Norman Reed is saying, "Cause I'm Mario." Saying that is just funny. And
Mario
it's
and your
Tearaway.
Princess Peach, and that's. I feel
Tearaway.
like I should do. Oh, that's Tearaway?
Yeah, Tearaway Unfolded. The guy with the
Oh,
letter.
okay.
Yeah.
I
PlayStation
still
Cloud.
haven't played that game for myself.
It is really fun. It's definitely like one of those games that takes advantage
Wonder what's
of
on that
the
ledge.
you know, in the sense of like, you know, being like a tech demo.
Whoa, easy.
What's up here? Oh, Ico.
Oh, how adorable.
That was the AKA, you know, for anyone who's ever curious, it is Escort Quest, the game.
Oh, look, they're holding hands.
Otherwise known as.
also-
Oh, what's this?
It's VR golf. Everybody's golf. VR.
Oh.
Okay.
You know, I'm surprised. Like, VR golf's fine. I'm surprised they didn't try to make it Hot Shots golf.
Yeah.
Well,
Especially
to be
for PlayStation 1 area.
to be fair, by that point in time, they kind of just dropped the whole thing of calling it Hot Shot Golf because, like, it was
silly.
back in the States. It's oh,
I don't think she saw it.
Silly.
Huh?
We want you to
I
see
was
the
saying,
robot
look,
eating grapes.
I was saying, like, attention, look at him eating the little
Yum,
baby.
yum, 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 yum.
oh.
I'm sorry, I was watching it. I was just kind of spacing out for a little bit because
It's
of
fine.
That's
see.
okay. Artifact.
A
I
mouse?
forgot they made this
I forgot about that. Wow.
Well, now,
with a trackball.
what games utilize that thing anyway?
Mario
Not Mario
Paint?
Paint. I was about to say not Mario Paint. I bet you that much.
But yeah, it's like, I didn't know that existed.
Me neither.
I mean, I can understand their thought, their you know, their mindset with that thing. It's just that, yeah, no, like, I can't think of a single game, like, especially here in the States, that actually used that thing.
Same. It's kind of like the PlayStation headset with only that one Konami game that really did anything, or Atlas or whatever.
Yeah, you gotta
The-
pull the thing
one.
first.
No, that was Konami.
Oh yeah, Konami. Which I did finish playing through the whole thing, and it was interesting,
Oh.
but
Oh, jeez.
Is that?
Stop it.
I can't help
was-
it. I need to get this cough out.
yeah, it was still an interesting game. It had a neat little story, but yeah, it was way
Oh,
too.
hold on.
giant
What's that
bird
over
there.
there? Oh, Last
Hang on.
Guardian.
Oh yeah, except it's a bird.
I mean, same principle, I guess.
Oh look, it's raining, so I have a little helmet.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm kind of surprised they made it a bird instead of like an actual dog.
I guess they figured it would make more sense considering that it's literally on a long stretch of nowhere. I mean, it does still get the point across, so I'd say that's fine.
I
I'm
think
back. Sorry
so.
about that.
Welcome
Hey
back.
there.
No worries.
You just missed out on the Last Guardian.
Aw.
And look, I have a little cute little umbrella hat.
It is cute.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, dry off.
Oh, we found there's something to the right.
Aw.
Yeah, over here, this is...
It's heavy rain. It's the
Oh,
origami
God
killer.
damn it! No, the origami killer got him.
The origami kill him in this rain. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah,
Maybe
no,
that's why it's raining.
That was another interesting one with Niantic Dreams or Nitric Dreams, whatever. Who made it? Quantum.
David Cage. It's just called David Cage. It's a David Cage game in every sense of the word, and it's really fucking out there.
Whoop.
The Heavy Rain was fine. I know Indigo I always hear Indigo Prophecy / Fahrenheit was one of the better. It was what got him. It's what put him on the map for a while.
Right. I vaguely. It's weird because before I even knew much about Heavy Rain, I did remember seeing like a whole Game Over compilation of Indigo Prophecy just because it looked so fucking weird. And to think it was a PlayStation 2 game at that, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
And
You know, now that I stop and look at those particular moves and how the way their nostrils are literally like the freaking plugs,
outlet plugs. Yeah.
it does feel like because I highly doubt they made a cameo to this particular character, but it would have been cool if there was like some sort of Tomba cameo.
Who knows? Maybe we're going up into
I
the
mean,
heavens. Remember,
true,
this is
never
just
say
Area
no.
1.
God.
Oh my
And
gosh.
out in the distance, you will find the Wicked Witch of the West flying away.
And we got her. That was it. Yeah, everyone go home. We got.
No,
we
you just got one of her flying monkeys.
4 dudes. Yeah, this place looks nice.
It does look nice.
I like
Up
this.
here.
Oh, I think this is
Oh,
where
that's
we're
where
gonna
learn
get
about our
that.
new ability.
Oh boy. I think
What's
this
today's
is...
ability?
A ball. I am ball.
I was about to
move with the touchpad. So you have to swipe in a direction.
I'm surprised they don't. I'm surprised they don't use the ball for the sake of the gyroscope.
Also, I
Yeah.
think this is where we're gonna see that one cameo James was gushing about
Yep.
earlier.
We shall see.
So I'm gonna be very careful around here.
Because I think the pink is very much like it.
Also, I just realized, is that guy over there wearing a Wait a second. What's this?
It's MLB. It's an MLB game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was
They,
called
they,
a
were,
show.
they were having their whole assortment of baseball games.
His waving is so cute.
Yeah, there's a lot of coins.
Actually, shit, now that I look at the ball form, is it just me or... I can't be the only one that sees cubics.
No, I can see
guess.
that,
I can
or
see
the
it.
Q, or the Q-bots, or
No,
Q-bot.
Cubits, robots for everyone.
Oh, there's
Oh
bowling
yeah,
pins.
that's right, with the colors.
That was a very... Oh, of course.
Aha!
Strike!
I mean, why not?
I wish I got a goodie for that, but whatever.
Wait a minute.
I thought those were spikes at first instead of cones.
Go back to where that bowling alley was.
Hang on, I'm just gonna...
I wanted to make sure my eyes weren't deceiving me on something.
Sure thing.
Let's see it.
A little downward.
Yes,
he's
he is flossing.
This game is a 0 out of 10 to kill the developers.
I love the... I didn't even notice that, but I love the fact that Hack was like, wait a minute.
My,
You
oh
know-
no, my old
you
man
know
senses are tingling. Speaking of old man senses, I just noticed in the background, it's Robbit from Jumping Flash.
Yeah, there is Jumping Flash.
Again, seeing that, it looks almost exactly like Robbit too. Like, holy shit.
It has like a couple things. Look, he wants the carrot, so...
He's trying to grab the carrot, the rocket carrot module thingies.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it looks really... It is a really nice touch what they did.
I don't care what anyone says. Both the first and the second game deserve the insane treatment.
I mean, I'm
didn't
not
even know
gonna.
they
I'm
made a
not
second
gonna.
game.
I won't disagree. Death Path.
I want to go the death path, but I want to get this big coin first.
Like, honestly, in that, like, considering those aren't very, like, huge games to begin with, like, I totally imagine, like, how far it would come from seeing those dated freaking 3D graphics and just apply it to, like, a first-person platformer with the same kind of spit shine as,
Whoop.
Nice.
you know,
A memory
freaking, I don't know,
card.
Memory
Sackboy
card.
or So Long Overnight Pauses.
I had to do that. I remember, I think I already told the story. I had to do that once to try and get anywhere in Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah.
And I had to get clever, too, because my dad would see that the console was on and would turn it off. So I had to, one time, I had to pause and then put a toy in front of the light to hide it so that he wouldn't see it from across the way. So that I could keep the game going, because otherwise I remember playing the ocean with the orcas very well.
So many times with that freaking... I mean, honestly, even that... Not just that, like, I still think back to, like, you know, when I first owned a GameCube with
Fallout.
Smash Brothers Melee on it. I think I could probably list, I can list at least a few times with one hand that I actually bothered to unlock characters all the way up to, like, Marth and Roy from Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
And that was kind of like an undertaking in and of itself.
Whoops.
I gotta stop. I gotta learn when to stop it. Okay, try it again.
But then once I finally
how do
got
you
my
stop
memory
it?
card...
You just gotta hold. Oh, I have to
Oops.
press. I have to press the screen. Oops. I have to press the touchpad. Alright, getting it this time. Anyway, continue, guys.
That's pretty much all I had to say about the matter. Just, again, like, memory cards, well, back in its day, were like, they were a lifesaver. It's because not every game out there could utilize battery saves. Oh, look at
Astro
that.
Bot.
And it looks,
Astro.
shit, now that I look at that, it makes him look like a bomber, man.
Kind
I
of
wonder what that's
does.
a reference to. It has to be a reference to something, though, since all these have been.
Comes encoded in mysterious black ooze. You mean the... Yeah, that's right, because the PS1 discs were
All black.
Black.
right. Also, if you look to your left, right there, you can actually see the old PS1 memory
Music
card
player.
screen.
Or that too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
I thought that was the music player.
Nah. Well, I mean, it was. I think it also did serve as a music player, but it was primarily there for the sake of memory card management.
I also assumed it was because they were jamming out to it.
That's also true.
Oh, careful.
I want.
Might want to check your progress real quick.
Yeah, let's see how I'm doing with this level. Got everything there. Missing one puzzle piece here, and and we have a little bit more to go.
All right, so we're more or less on track.
Hopefully.
Watch out for the floozies.
Tree. Uh-oh.
Actually, God, now that I think about it, these are those guys are literally the freaking Typhoos from a 3D World and
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Odyssey.
saying. Yeah.
There you go.
Got it.
Now
Blow
blow.
the mic. I got it. And uh-oh.
Oh. Oh no, guys!
Shush.
There's a storm coming.
ELECTROCLOUD.
I'm sorry. I'm
Alright.
sorry, Logan. I couldn't resist.
I know. Oh, okay, hang on. So,
There
alright,
you go.
move on
Did
from
you
that.
did
and
you say shush?
yes, so that's where I'm going to now move away from that subject before anyone else can
Oh, easy.
dwell
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
topic.
Where are
I
these
thought
guys
I'd read
filming?
Goody. What's he doing?
That looks like...
Ace Combat
Oh, wow, Ace.
with the jet fighter. That brings me back.
Ace Combat. I think that's a Namco property, isn't it?
I think so. It was like an old jet fighter game though, and
Or I might
That's
be
so
just
cute.
confused.
I love that.
You're adorable, and they're totally not marketable at all.
I mean,
I'm surprised they haven't
give it a
made
year
any
or two
toys
after
like
this
that.
game, they will.
I mean, maybe.
Ah.
I mean, I guess now that I stop and think about it, they probably do look like the kinds that would probably make for decent Totaku figures.
Are there
Yeah.
plushies? Are there plushies of this thing? Because if
I'll-
so, I want one.
I was actually thinking plushies too. What
Oh,
is this?
wait a second. That's...
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, huh, look at that.
Huh.
Is it? How do you know it's Tsushima?
It's because of the you know the cherry blossom tree,
Oh, okay.
Right.
and
Okay.
the fact that the
Aesthetics and
dude
stuff.
is literally wielding like a sword and
So,
oh
okay,
god.
That cloud went down. That cloud went down. I
Okay,
know
I
that
guess that's
cloud
probably
went
my
down.
bad for not
Okay.
catching that. I was getting it confused with Brave Fencer.
Oh man. Now you made me sad because I know because now
You
that
made Jinx
because it reminds me
sad.
that franchise is never going to get a proper comeback.
Maybe we'll find him somewhere in
Because-
Cameo Land here.
Yeah, I mean, granted, if they were able to find a way to call back to that franchise, that'd be sweet. But it's like that if you want to talk about freaking
okay.
sleeper hits on the PlayStation, you
Oh,
definitely
hell, I
oh
forgot
dear
about that.
god.
The PS1 LCD monitor.
Flippin'
genius. Because it would flip up and down. You would connect it to the back if you wanted
Who
to. Like,
needs a
have
TV
separate-
anyway?
Yeah, but yeah, that allowed you to play. That it was a neat. Like, whoa,
Oh,
Whoa.
a
way
duck
back?
blimp to take us home.
Thanks, Penguin.
you
Let's go.
fool! That's clearly a canary.
Look at all those chickens.
No, I'm just talking. Well, no, I'm just talking about the. Hi, do you not remember the freaking duck float he had in Batman Returns?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
For
yeah.
a minute, I thought you were just being cheeky about it, not obviously being a. Okay, I get what you mean.
That's a duck.
If you squint in your head, it looks like a bunny.
Good times.
But yeah, I do
I'll
remember the
look back
giant
later.
double lamp ducky thing he wrote in Returns.
Yeah.
You know what?
If
Like,
it can
I know
save
we
you
brought it up now and
somehow.
then. I still wouldn't mind if us guys eventually watched like the two Burton Batman films sometime.
Well, I mean, don't leave Celia out of it, considering she's about as much of a Batman fan as we are.
Wait, what's
Oh,
happening?
Infamous.
How appropriate, considering we're literally in a lightning field.
Yeah, so the Infamous,
that
the
is
electrical guy.
Infamous.
That's scary.
Awesome.
What?
Well,
the,
no,
what,
no,
the
he has
electric guy or
electric
the
powers.
lightning?
He's fine.
Well,
Actually, I want to ask,
Yeah,
like, in Infamous, would his powers still work even if it was raining?
I,
Think so?
isn't there like a plot development or something that he can't enter water or something or?
It would make sense. I mean, I always had the idea that like water was. I mean, in some ways, it wouldn't just be dangerous for the denizens of the deep, but it'd also be dangerous for you. The fact that you'd get shocked just as badly. Speaking of
Case
which,
in point.
damn it.
Yeah. Oh, so is that what they're called? Dens of the Deep. I remember I always thought the.
oh no,
enemies in
I
Infamous-
just made that up for the sake of it. Like that's just my way of saying under like fish or sea folk, whatever. I don't really care. Either
I
way,
know they always-
anything in the water is gonna get shot.
I know they. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. I was gonna say what I. Oh,
Oops.
what I
Swing and
thought
a
of it
miss.
as. What I thought of it was when I first saw those enemies in Infamous, they always reminded me of.
Oh,
Whoa,
nice one.
They always reminded me of all things. They reminded me of the cloaks that the people in M. Night Shyamalan's the Village had to wear, like to look like weird mole creatures. It was a whole thing.
I mean, I guess it should go without saying, ladies and gentlemen, that even though I was such a massive fan of Sly Cooper, that did not, and I did give some time to Infamous. I didn't really commit a lot of time to it, and I dropped it pretty hard after a while.
Honestly,
know
I
the
don't
second
blame
son was
you.
pretty
I had
good.
a
Oh, Siren.
This is
Siren.
oh okay. I'm
Old
honestly not
horror
familiar
game.
with that game at all.
It was okay. It was all right, but it was. I mean, it was more or less just Silent Hill kind of game. But it was made by SCE Japan.
Interesting.
Yep. So let's continue forward. Let's get our last artifact in this area.
I mean, considering how many
the
sheesh.
boomerang.
It's the boomerang.
The most fun you can have with a right angle.
This
It is
isn't
technically a right
familiar to me
angle.
at all.
Basically,
another
It's the
multi-tap.
multi-tap. Basically, since the PlayStation only had like 2 controller sockets, they had to make an additional peripheral for the sake of getting in, other players involved.
Yeah.
It was silly.
Oh, look, it's an old television.
In a way, the Super... Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God. Oh, my God,
is
they
an
are
old-
old
it is an old-
televisions.
Yeah, it is an old... Because, yeah, didn't Sony make televisions as well? I forgot.
Oh, of course.
I think they
they're-
still do, don't they?
I mean, Sony's
Oh,
always been...
look at that. The composite port.
Sony's been more than just a video game company. They've made their fair share of televisions and audio, and like
There you
stereo sets.
That.
I mean, I'd imagine that's kind of why they're able to be as much of a big hit as they are now.
I like the little
Hi.
wings.
Yeah, I mean, something's got to lift those freaking heavy ass CRTs.
Something's got to give. Something's
Is there
got to
another
give.
puzzle on top of the... Ooh!
Hello,
All right, let's go. Take me up.
rise.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't go back to check and see if there were other puzzles on top
Bumper.
of those with other TVs.
Check real quick if you missed
Nope, we're doing pretty good, actually.
All right, so after this level, we're pretty much done.
Alright.
Awesome.
Ish.
Shit. Yeah, time to get back into the ball, though.
This might be our first perfect run.
Maybe.
Maybe. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
Here we go. I just realized it's the open button from the PlayStation.
Yep.
Open
Cute.
disc. And
Gotta love the detail.
they put a lot of love into this.
I'm trying to think what other cameos they haven't touched upon yet besides Musashi. Yeah.
Well, let's see.
I mean, I guess if they wanted to be cheeky, they could also call back to Klonoa, but I don't know.
Thank you. I don't
Like
wanna
just have
lose.
one of those little droids with the floppy ears and the ring,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Puzzle
and just
piece.
going.
I have a
Wahoo!
feeling that if I knock everything out on this guy.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh no! Those are
I
just
think you got
LEDs
it.
lighting up.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
you're right.
puzzle piece.
Didn't notice that. Nice.
Actually, now that I look at him, he kind of makes me think to Jobsky from Part-Time UFO.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
Which, by the way, it only took me till the Switch release and Nintendo's Twitter account to realize that UFO actually had a name.
Uh-huh.
Me too. I always just call him part-time UFO himself.
I just called him UFO, but no, his actual name is Jobsky
The man,
because
the
he's
legend.
he's looking for a job. Get it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Whoa,
No,
whoa!
Quick.
Ice
that's
physics,
right.
just what I needed today.
Just what I needed.
Well, at least you have
I
a
don't
stop
want
button,
this.
like GBA Crash.
Oh yeah.
Okay, easy does it. Up the slope. Oh, no.
Oh
Good luck.
jeez.
I may actually want to hold the controller differently for this so I can use my index finger.
Ball, you're fired.
I'm gonna use this as a touchpad, go up and down.
I
So,
mean, I
all-
guess as far as other cameos are concerned, they probably. The only other thing I can think of off the top of my head would probably be
Tomba?
Heavenly Sword and
Oh, that's right, Noriko.
yeah, Noriko. There's that. Then there's we already got Oh, I mean, I don't know. We already had our God of War stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we end up. And there's that
those
Dual
beautiful
Shock.
things.
Those apes can't
Those
escape
apes can't
now.
escape now. Damn it!
We got him.
Oh, just
That I think. I think
tease
we
him
said the
further.
fact
Why
that-
don't you?
I think that was the fact. I think that was. You
that
did
was
tell us
the
the
ga-
fact that was the first game designed for the analog stick.
Oh, yeah, like
Yeah.
the entire gimmick of that game was to show off the use of those analogs.
Right. It was literally the very first game to really require the Dual Shock.
I feel like they probably did this because they wanted to subvert the expectation of gyroscope for the ball, because they kind of use that for a lot of games.
That
Fair.
almost looked like
That's
the
fair.
Discord symbol right there.
Kind of. And artifact. What is
Yeah,
it?
it was for an art. Oh god,
Oh.
yeah, the Pocket Station.
Big in Japan.
Big and only in Japan.
We could be able to raise our very own sparks.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at it.
Astro.
Okay, so almost out of here.
So
Those
I think that's the
pins you
last
pinned
one we
out,
need before we get the
those
PS1
pin-
proper, right?
Those pins shall live. But they won't.
Checking. Yep, we got everything.
Alright, then yeah, let's get out of here.
And
How do I get out of this thing? Oh, there we
trip
go.
down memory lane completed.
Oh boy. Ready to have your ears rocked off?
Uh,
Maybe you have to get
Second.
closer.
Probably,
He's
you
just
know
checking
what?
for cameos.
Nah, okay, I don't see anything just yet, so yeah, let's do it.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Is it weird that I actually discovered this thing way too late?
Let's see.
I almost thought it was gonna do the THX thing where the second I walk up, just and all the robots just go flying. Just
that would have been beautiful.
I do appreciate that it does the whole thing, because it's like you can't just stop at the. You have to include the.
Huh.
Oh, so there's the cats.
Doko demo or whatever, but yeah, this is what it was designed for.
But yeah, it's like you knew they had to put those cats in somewhere.
Of course.
There's that, and then what's on the other side? Because I think there's one other reference in these areas.
Like from what I immediately remember, like I only really grew up with the. What's this?
It's a racing game.
Pod Racer. Oh, this might be the Ridge Racer cameo.
No. We had Ridge Racer. You were right the first time with that car. This is Moto Racer.
Oh. Okay.
Old game. But and once again, I know I've said this so many times, but I do love how they try to implement the old UI into these areas. It's a cool look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Again, this game is a massive love letter to the Sony crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question. Why did we do these in reverse order?
But it was
I don't know. We ended up just doing it accidentally.
To be fair though, I think that was intentional.
Oh.
Maybe. There it is.
Oh jeez. Even the freaking UI down there is exactly like the.
Oh yeah, the paint. I do appreciate that. The three-dimensional Big Bang.
I mean, yeah, it was considered the big 3D console compared to it and the Saturn.